to show you how to make a Flemish twist bowstring. Now I've got a spool of B50 here. This technique will work with any string material, fast flight or whatever you've got. First thing I'm going to do is just pull off about 14 strands of this stuff. And I'm making a bowstring that's going to be about 60 inches long. And you know, because you have to fold your ends over and braid them back in, and your string's twisted, that all takes length out of it. So for a 60-inch bowstring, I'll measure off probably 85 inches of material per strand. Alright, so I've got two 7-strand bundles of this B50 here. Now I'm going to come down to the ends and come in about 12 inches or so. And I'm going to start reverse twisting this stuff together. And what we're going to do is we're going to reverse twist it down about 4 inches or so. Then we're going to loop it over, lay these tag ends on top of our main bundles here, and then start reverse twisting that stuff down into the main string.
So you've got two bundles of fiber, whatever it happens to be. This is B50 bowstring. And first of all, I'm going to take the one that's farthest away from me and twist it away from me. Then I come here, grab this string between these fingers and back twist over the top. Take these fingers here, move it up a little bit to hold that in place, and do the same thing over again. Take the string or the bundle that's farthest away from you, twist it away, and then back over. And keep doing it. Once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty fast. See, and you're left with this twisted Flemish twist string there. So we're going to do this for about 4 inches, and then we're going to lay these tag ends back over the main bundles and twist it back into itself so that it makes a loop. And that'll be our top loop for our bowstring. So I went a little bit too far, but just untwist a little bit. So now we've got this twisted up like this. Now we're just going to take these two tag ends and lay them right over the top of our main bundles of cordage. So all I've done is lay them right over like that. Now all you do, I usually hook this over my pinky like that. All you do is kind of keep up the same pattern. Twist away, back, twist over. Twist away, back, twist. And you got to keep them, they'll twist up down here too, so you got to kind of keep them straightened out. And this B50 is waxed so it sticks to itself, so sometimes it's hard to keep it loose. So you see what's happening here. So we've taken this loop, we've braided it back into itself, and then we're just going to keep doing this down till we get to the end of these tags, and then we'll start rolling it on our leg. When you get down to where these bundles are about to run out, just keep on doing what you're doing, and it helps sometimes if you taper them out so that they don't all stop at one place. It makes it a smoother taper down into your bowstring, but that's not critical. It's just kind of aesthetic. So once you get down to where you've just got your one bundle back to 7 strands a piece, the diameter of the string is going to get a lot less. You see this is pretty thick right here because it's doubled, and then it thins out here. So now that we're down to this part and we're down into the main body of the string, what I'm going to do is start rolling it on my leg, but rolling both of these bundles at the same time, and then back rolling this, and it goes a heck of a lot faster. Now this part here takes a little bit of practice to get to where you can do it pretty well. You got to keep your ends down here, these two main bundles kind of separated, and lay them out. Get you some jeans on, otherwise you'll roll your leg hair in them if you got leg hair. Anyway, lay them out just like that, and you just take with the palm of your hand and roll both of them at one time like that. Get it pretty tight, and then you can roll that up like that. So we're doing probably 6 inches at a time. Roll it like that, and then twist. Roll it and twist. You got to keep these kind of separated out. If you don't keep those separate, they'll be kind of twisting up down there on the other side, and then you got a mess. And the trick to this is to keep these two separate, so that you don't just kind of twist it all up in a big knot like that. Keep them separate while you're twisting, and they'll each twist independently. And that's what you need. You need each of them twisted tight, independent of one another, and then you kind of back twist them together. And it really, once these things are twisted tight, you can just let it go, and it wants to twist on its own. It wants to make that string. Alright, so we're ready to braid our bottom loop back into the main string. What I'm going to do is come down here, measure however long your bowstring needs to be, and loop your string over. And I like my bottom knock loops to be pretty tight on the bottom knock, because I don't ever take it off. It just stays there all the time. And a tighter knock loop will help it to stay there better. So this is going to be a lot smaller than that top loop. But fold it back over and lay it back over the top of the main string, and you can untwist these tag ends to right where you want it to braid back into the main string. Now what we're going to do is take this knock loop here, or just below it, and twist it, and we're going to open it up just a little bit like that. And now we're going to take these tag ends and put through that opening from opposite directions. So one goes in that way, one goes in the other way. And we'll pull those, kind of cinch it up a little bit, pull them kind of tight. And that's the beginning of our braid back into the main string. Now we just want to keep doing that all the way down, so we come down to the next little opening here. And the key here is that these two bundles here cross between where these tag ends come through here and where they come through here. That's very important. And I don't know how to explain it any better than what I did, but maybe you can see what I'm doing if I do it a couple of times here. So you just keep doing this for probably about 3 or 4 inches, and that's plenty to hold this knock in there. Just back and forth. We just keep doing that down a couple inches. Then you can take and trim these little tag ends off. You can kind of roll that in your hand there, and it smooths it out a pretty good bit. Then you've got a finished bowstring. Now you just need to serve it, or stick it on the bow and then serve it. You're all done.